Stimulus Solos is the new solo mode that just got added to Call of Duty Warzone with the last major patch, and if I'm being completely honest with you, I enjoy it way more than I thought I was going to. Today's video, we're going to dive into what Stimulus Solos is and what you can do to be better at the game mode. If this is your first time to the channel, what's up? My name is Lucci, and I make Warzone content pretty much daily, whether it's here on the YouTube channel or over at my TikTok account, which is Lucci TV on TikTok. I'm always putting out gun guides, loadout setups, good gameplays, funny gameplays, memes, stuff like that. So if you enjoy that type of stuff, make sure you subscribe and stick around. Make sure you turn the bell notifications on as well so you never miss a Warzone upload from yours truly. You guys have absolutely been crushing the like goals that I've posted on all of my recent videos. The last one we asked for 50 likes, and I think we're in the 80s at this point in less than 24 hours, so thank you guys so much. For today's video, let's see if we can't hit 50 likes again. Honestly, I don't even see it as being a problem at this point because you guys are so amazing. And one final thing before I get into the actual meat and potatoes of today's video, some of you probably already know this, but I have partnered up with HyperX to do a headset giveaway for you guys. We're giving away a HyperX Cloud Alpha S gaming headset, the color blue. It's super sick, and I'm super happy to be able to give back to the community that supports me so much here on YouTube, TikTok, and everywhere else. All you have to do to enter is follow the link, copy, paste it, do whatever you gotta do. The link will be the first thing in the description below today's video. So Stimulus Solos, what are they? Why is it different from normal solos? What's changed? Well, one of the first major differences from Stimulus Solos to regular solos is that in Stimulus Solos, there is no gulag. Everyone starts off the match with $4,500, the amount needed to revive a player, and when you die, as long as you have $4,500 on you, you will respawn in a few seconds. You also keep half of the money that you had every time you die. Now, from my experience, money seems to spawn a lot more frequently in this game mode, which is actually really cool because it just helps kind of keep the pace of the game flowing. And one of the major differences I've seen in playstyle from pretty much everyone in the maps is that everybody tends to play a little bit more aggressively than they did in normal solos. And I think a lot of that has to do with, as long as you have the money, you can just keep respawning. And this is great because my main problem with the old solos mode is that it was just way too campy, like people laying prone in houses, out in bushes, just way too much for me to deal with. So because of the way this is set up, it incentivizes players to go out and find more money, whether that's through looting or fighting other players to take their money, which at the end of the day just makes for a way more action-packed solos mode than it ever was before. So now that we understand what Stimulus Solos is and how it's played, what can you do to get better at this particular game mode? Because it is a little bit different than old school solos. Well, a lot of the rules still apply to general Warzone advice, but there are some stuff that I think does stand out that can probably help you out. The number one tip is obviously going to be get as much money as you possibly can, because yes, you will lose some of that money when an enemy player kills you, but you get to keep half of it. So if you die with 25,000, you're coming back with $12,500. You still have enough money to kind of get yourself back in the game. And that kind of leads me right into my next tip, which is only buy loadouts if you're going to have at least $4,500 left over after you do. Now, obviously, it's great to get your loadout as fast as possible. You want to have the weapons that you're comfortable with. But if you buy a loadout and you're left with less than $4,500 and an enemy player kills you, that's it. You're done. The game's over. You're out of the lobby. Now, there might be some situations where, hey, you just landed after you died and you don't have any weapons. You only have enough for a loadout. There's no weapons or money nearby. Then okay, go ahead, grab your loadout so at least you have a fighting chance. But with how easy it is to find money in this game mode, I don't think it should be too big of a problem for you to make sure you have that extra revive cash in reserve. The next tip is after you kill an enemy player, hang around where you just killed them, especially if they dropped a lot of money. Now, you don't have to sit there forever, but just wait for like 30 seconds to a minute and see if they try to come back for their loot. A lot of players will be angry that you just killed them and want to come back, get their guns, and challenge you right away. Keep an eye out for that, and also listen for the audio cues that say enemy player above. These will be your biggest indications that a player is coming back for their stuff and they want to fight you again. Another tip that I feel like a lot of people just overlook in the heat of the moment, but actually is super important in a game like Stimulus Solos, is just constantly having UAVs going, especially if you have a lot of cash flow. One of the first things I do if I win a gunfight is buy a UAV if I'm near a buy station and immediately pop it. People love to third party in Warzone. So if they're hearing all this fighting going on next to them, especially in a game like Stimulus Solos where it's very easy to respawn yourself, I think it's a pretty safe bet you're going to get pushed by any decent player, or at least they're going to be scoping you out. Not only the third partiers, but immediately popping a UAV is also going to let you know if that guy you just killed and respawned is coming right back for his loot or not. If they respawn in the air far away enough from you, they're not going to give you that audio cue that there's an enemy player above like it normally would if they come straight down on top of you. Smart players know that you're going to get that audio cue that they're coming back if they fly above you, so they're going to fly down low somewhere else nearby die and then run back to their stuff from a sneaky angle you probably weren't expecting. If you have a UAV going, you cancel all of that threat and you can know exactly where that player is coming from. Kill him again, send him back to the lobby, GG's, no re. Another great tip is to just obviously have self-revive if you're able to. This isn't squads or trios, so if you get sniped in the head, you're not going to get downed, you're just going to be dead. Having self-revive obviously just lets you get that one extra chance to get back in the fight without wasting $4,500 on a respawn. And then finally, one of my last major tips for this Stimulus Solos mode that we haven't already discussed, because I feel like I've pretty much already covered everything that's majorly different about it, is to just play aggressive. Use this Solos mode as a way to get better in your 1v1 engagements. Learn how to take better angles, better positioning, earlier rotations, whatever you gotta do. As long as you have the money to respawn, this game is way more forgiving than the old Solos mode, so you don't have to be so nervous about every death. All in all, I really love Stimulus Solos. I feel like it's a way better version of the original Solos that was in the game before. If you ask my opinion, this should be the way Solos is played. You got more money on the map and it's more forgiving if you die. There's nothing worse than in any battle royale when you spend 15 or 10 minutes or 5 minutes looting just to die and you have to restart the whole search again. It's one of the most obnoxious feelings, and this game mode gets rid of that. So hop in, try Solo Stimulus, Stimulus Solos, whatever you call it. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you enjoy it. Don't forget, again, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the bell notifications turned on. We're going to be having Warzone content for the rest of the week here on the channel, so you don't want to miss it. Drop the video a like if it helped you out in any way today. And before you leave, do not forget to check the description of the video for recent Warzone content, and more importantly, the HyperX headset giveaway details. All will be down there for you guys to check out, so don't miss it. That's it for me today, and as always, peace.